Hey y'all, it's Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to all the dads out there, and since it's my day, I want to watch another one of my favorite movies from the 80s. What do y'all think?
Yeah.
Then let's get the conversation started. Hello and welcome to LexiCon. It is Maddie along with
Lexi.
Dylan.
and we've been on quite an 80s kick so far. We did Dirty Dancing for Mother's Day, we did the 80s movie trivia, last week we did Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and this week we are doing The Karate Kid,
Yee.
Part 2.
Yes.
Yes.
This is the
But
35th
still, yeah.
anniversary of you interrupting me.
Yes. I've been interrupting you for 35 years.
It'll be
35.
35 weeks or 35 episodes.
True.
This is the 290, well, let's see, episode 299. This is the 298th episode of You Interrupt, 298th anniversary of You Interrupting Me.
Yay!
And it's also the 35th anniversary of the release of one of my favorite 80s films, Karate Kid Part 2. Now, I love The Karate Kid, I like The Karate Kid 3, I even like the new Karate Kid, and I've heard the Karate Kid reboot with Jackie Chan and Jaden Smith is really good, even though I haven't seen it yet. But out of all of them, I think number 2 is my favorite.
Nice.
Definitely saw this movie in theaters. I don't think I saw the first one because I would have been 4 going on 5 when the first one released.
Uh-huh.
But it was definitely in heavy rotation on VHS at my house. And I remember going to the theater to see this one, and it's always been my favorite. I don't really know why. I mean, the first one's iconic.
Yeah.
But the ice chop scene in this especially stands out to me as one of my favorite moments. I remember
Yeah.
I think I had the figure that had the little ice block set up that he got to chop.
Nice.
I definitely had some Karate Kid figures. I had 3 of the headbands too that Daniel and Mr. Miyagi wear sometimes. I think I had 2 blue, because it's white with like a blue pattern or a black pattern.
Yeah.
And I either had like 2 with the blue pattern, 1 with the black, or 2 with the black, 1 with the blue. But
Nice.
it was definitely all in with Karate Kid. And as I say, this is my favorite of the 3, released 35 years ago, the day this podcast drops, on June 20th, back in 1986.
Nice.
That's when the movie released, not when the podcast released. We're not time traveling.
Oh, you sure about this?
Ooh.
Alright, so this is a fairly long movie, so I want to go ahead and get into it. Anybody have anything they want to add before we get started besides annoying snorts?
I'll say Happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
Happy Father's Day, Father.
Alright, so shall we begin?
Yes.
Alright, if you're watching along with us, we're going to give you a countdown. As always, 3, 2, 1, play, and we'll all play on play. We're watching on Lexi's DVD copy of it. You may be watching on streaming or whatever. Whatever you have, though, make sure it gets zeroed out. So you're at the very beginning of the movie, all zeros getting ready to play. We're past any previews or FBI warnings or commercials or whatever else might come up before your video.
Yeah.
And if you're watching on VHS, just get it right at the beginning and pause it. Well, I mean, that's what we're doing with DVD, too. Good lord.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry about that.
Alright, so without any further ado, we're going to get into The Karate Kid Part 2.
Yeah.
I'm a poet and I didn't know it. I make a rhyme every time.
Yeah.
Some more of my childhood for y'all. Alright, here we go. Karate Kid Part 2, 35th anniversary commentary from 3 people who had nothing to do with the movie, 2 of which weren't even born when it was released. In 3, 2, 1, play.
Oh, why?
Well, this is loading up. I will say, unlike the other movies, this is one that I've seen and I didn't just watch for the first time the other day.
No, you watched for the first time like a month ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still.
But it's Karate Kid.
Yeah, the Karate Kid movies, especially the first 2, were really big in my house. We watched them ad nauseum. I mean, my dad was a big Karate Kid fan too.
Nice.
So much so that in the 90s he had a friend named Danny,
Uh-huh.
and he would always call him Daniel-san.
Nice.
I can't wait till the Kung Fu Kid.
Taekwondo, Taek.
You said Kung Fu Kid. Is
The
it
Karate
just
Kid
the
Part
remake?
2 logo is up on the screen. I just faded out, if you need another clue.
Oh.
I
Cue.
said,
I'm
isn't it
sorry.
just the remake? Because isn't that what he's learning in the remake thing?
Yeah. Something like that.
Trying to catch the...
So we start with the scene from the first movie.
Yes.
Daniel coming to see Mr. Miyagi trying to catch a fly with chopsticks. I can't even eat with chopsticks, much less catch a fly.
I try to eat with them. Not very good at it, though.
I will say, especially the first 2 Karate Kid movies, I don't remember the third one so much that way, but they take a while to get started.
Uh-huh.
I feel like there's a lot of preamble in the movie that you could do without. I'm not really complaining because I like a long movie, and I don't feel like these movies are over long,
Uh-huh.
but I feel like they could get started a little more quickly.
Nice.
Like this one, again, we're seeing scenes from the first movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miyagi practicing the crane kick.
Kind of nice, though.
R.I.P. Pat Morita. I remember watching him, of course, long after I saw him in The Karate Kid, but in reruns of MASH and Happy Days.
Yeah.
He was Arnold on Happy Days. I don't recall his name in MASH because he was only in a few episodes.
Nice.
Maybe the first season or two.
Nice. Just go back and watch all of MASH.
Oh, I love MASH.
Yes.
Probably my all-time favorite TV show.
Nice.
Definitely up there.
Nice. I know I like it, but I don't remember it well enough to say if it's a favorite.
So I don't quite understand why they went back and showed all of this from the first movie.
Uh-huh.
Because it feels like, you know, if you're going to come see the second movie, you probably saw the first movie.
Probably.
I mean, I guess back in the 80s it wasn't as easy because VHS was still in its nascent days.
Really?
And sometimes movies would get another run at the theater, but it wasn't like nowadays when you can just pop on one of a dozen streaming services or have a DVD or a Blu-ray copy handy, maybe multiple of each.
We'll have one next day delivered with Amazon.
Isn't it padded out a bit?
But not really, because these movies are all like over 2 hours, if I'm not mistaken.
Pretty sure you're correct.
Did it feel like it had to be even longer?
I mean, I don't mind a little bit of backstory, but at the same time, it's like I'm familiar with the first movie. I don't really need to be reminded of this.
Uh-huh.
So again, not complaining, but I'd be more in favor of just getting into the new story.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they're really going all out, showing the old clips.
Yeah.
I mean, there's the iconic
As
skeleton
will show the whole
suits.
first movie.
Daniel with the Kellen Winslow Chargers jersey.
Nice. Iconic fight.
Yeah.
And the iconic skeleton outfits that came back in Cobra Kai.
Yes.
We should probably do a Cobra Kai episode at some
balls.
point.
Yes, we 100% should.
Cobra Kai is pretty good.
Yes, yes, it
Cobra
is.
Kai is what sparked y'all's interest in the Karate Kid movies, of course.
Yes.
And you were trying to... I heard about it, but I didn't necessarily know it was out or not. And you guys wanted me to watch it. I'm like, nah, I'm busy. I gotta do other stuff. And you turned it on, and I was just like watching it for like 10 minutes. Like, oh, fuck, I guess we gotta watch it. Hey, December 19th.
Nice.
Something coming up. Maybe this. I don't remember if it took place in the winter or not.
Oh. Does the cat...
God, the game night's
fighting?
cat had to have her say.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's called? You mentioned Cobra Kai. I had seen it, like, being advertised. Netflix kept going on, like, you want to watch this? I'm like, no, I'm good. And then I watched it. And now I can't
I'm
stop.
pretty sure that's how you watch most things.
I just saw an article the other day that said the actor who plays Johnny, I can't remember his real name,
Me neither.
but
Because I suck with names.
apparently originally he was supposed to be back for Karate Kid 3. I didn't get a chance to read the article, so I don't know if he turned it down or if he just got written out or what happened, but there was a point where he was supposed to come back for Karate Kid 3.
Yeah, I kind of wish Johnny appeared more in the
Same.
Karate Kid
It's
movies.
interesting. The actor, I don't think he did a whole lot. I mean, I remember him being in like one other 80s movie as the villain, because he's like the prototypical blonde,
Mm-hmm.
you know, snotty rich kid villain in 80s movies, but I don't remember seeing him in a whole lot.
Yeah. That, coming from Cobra Kai, I do wish there was more of him.
I mean, even Ralph Macchio, I don't remember him being in a ton of stuff. Like, he was in
Yeah.
another big 80s movie, like, I don't think it's The Outsiders, but I know he was in another pretty famous 80s movie.
Uh-huh.
And then, of course, he was in My Cousin Vinny,
Nice.
which is another great movie we should probably watch sometime, but...
Nice. The actor's name is William. I'm not 100% sure how his last name is pronounced.
Zabka. Or Zabka.
Okay. Something like that. He was apparently in How I Met Your Mother.
I don't recall the shower scene.
I faintly remember it.
Is it in the first movie?
No.
No.
First movie.
No,
And
that's what I was
Yeah.
saying, is I don't
Okay.
recall this being... So now we're technically into the second
Yeah.
movie.
We start with him showering.
Which is interesting, that shower scene, it sounds more salacious than I mean it to. And this scene coming up, they really should have been at the end of the first movie.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And as I understand it, the scene here with John Kreese coming
Yeah.
up was actually written for the first movie.
Interesting.
Not just this scene with him roughing up some spectators, but the scene between him and Miyagi here in the parking lot. I think it was actually written for the first movie. I don't know if it was shot and they just cut it out in the editing, or if they just didn't shoot it and then brought it back. But it really feels like it should be part of the first movie. And in all honesty, all through the years, I've always thought this was how the first movie ended. And I knew they replayed it at the beginning of the second movie, but I thought they actually ended the first movie with it as well.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think if there was at the end of the first movie won't feel like it ended so abruptly.
Yeah, both of these movies feel like they end fairly abruptly.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of...
I don't know if 3 feels quite so abrupt, but...
what's it called? They kind of do the one big thing and then just end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's definitely the style of these movies.
But
I understand why they brought this... I mean, once they didn't do it in the first movie, anyway, I understand why they started the movie with this, because it sets up the end beat of this movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, for years I've always thought this was actually how the first movie ended.
Nice.
yeah.
And of course, a lot of these scenes you'll see replayed in Cobra Kai, which, in all honesty, does a really good job of tying in the old movies.
Yeah.
And there's like the last time we see
sometimes just through straight up flashbacks to them, which is fine. It works really well.
And yes, this is the last time we see him until Cobra Kai, and it annoys me.
Yeah. It's like they could develop his character more in this, but he gets good character development in Cobra Kai at least.
Yeah. Like, it doesn't annoy me too badly. It's just like, he really only appeared in one movie.
So, if Miyagi didn't intervene here, do you think Kreese really kills Johnny? I mean, does he go that far? Oh, shouldn't use those kind of slurs, Kreese. I mean, I know you're the villain, but...
You know, I'm just going to say, obviously he's the bad guy, I don't like the character, but he looks good in these movies. Like, I didn't think that in Cobra Kai, now that he's a lot older.
I mean, I know you're swinging hard, but I feel like you had a chance to stop yourself there.
I feel like he's a show have walked forward.
That's for sure. And then he does it again.
Look, these scenes always stuck with me, though. The bloody knuckles.
Yeah. So, why would he do it the second time? Like, you didn't learn your lesson the first time.
I don't think he ever learns his lesson.
Facts. He'd probably do it again.
I find it hard to believe he's not fighting back at all. Okay, so you busted your knuckles, but still.
Yeah.
Unless Miyagi's got him some kind of a nerve hold where he just can't.
True.
I suppose that's a possibility.
Very much so.
Then the little nose honk. Because, of course, Miyagi's not a killer.
Of course.
I don't mean that in a
He's Mr.
derogatory way.
Miyagi.
And now they go off into the sunset.
I'm pretty sure
Yep.
Pat Morita's
In the
putting on an
mountain.
accent for these movies.
Uh-huh.
Like obviously he's... I don't know if he's actually Okinawan, but obviously he's of Asian descent.
Yes.
But I do think he's putting on a little heavier accent for the movies.
Nice.
Don't hold me to that, but I don't recall him speaking with that heavy an accent in either MASH or Happy Days. But maybe I'm wrong, because I haven't watched those shows in a while. And even the episodes of MASH I've seen lately he wasn't in, so...
Nice.
And there's the headband back.
Yes.
Yes. 6 months later.
Yep. Try and catch a fly again.
You can't let Daniel show him up.
He's gotta catch the fly. He's been trying to do this every day for 6 months.
What if it's just every day?
There we go.
Did it.
Oh.
And things aren't going so well for Daniel now.
I love that car.
In the state it's in.
No, I just enjoy
Oh yeah,
it.
that
though.
car's really beat up.
Yes, it is.
Fuck happened.
In the storyline, his girlfriend wrecked it.
Wow.
Nice.
What a jerk.
Yeah, they really bury her here. She dumped him for another guy and she wrecked his car.
Yeah.
I mean, damn.
Wow.
Oh, Chips Ahoy product placement.
What a bitch.
That probably helps explain why he has like 3 girlfriends.
Yeah, he literally gets like a new love interest every movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if, I haven't read much of the background. I wonder if the actress just wasn't available or if it's just, storyline they wanted to move away.
This I don't know.
Well, they didn't need to get that love interest storyline in.
Yeah, but they could have had the same one.
Yeah, but the one with Kamiko doesn't go very far.
Facts.
And it's not even like, hey, he's missing her hard when he comes back to the States or anything. It's just, just forget about her.
Yeah.
They
Forget about her until he's
They pretty much
however old in Cobra Kai.
Literally, the Quiet Kid movies go, do something, and then they just forget about the goal the next movie.
Yeah. Pretty much.
But then in Cobra Kai,
For karate, not golf.
she comes back.
I mean, that's the good thing about Cobra Kai, though, is they bring everybody back and they tie
Yes.
it all in.
Yeah.
Here we go, hammer technique. Bam!
Yeah, you're
That's
saying that recently we got a little teaser thing about another character coming back in Cobra Kai.
How you feel about Daniel Sucks?
I love it.
Really?
Yes.
I hate it.
I love the light blue suits. I've said it.
It seems like
before and I
something
will
you'd
keep
rather
saying
put on.
it.
Looks
Yes,
like something
yes,
that
it
might have been
does.
stylish in the 40s or 50s.
The 30s and 50s were very stylish times.
Or, you know, kind of like the pirate shirt from Seinfeld.
I'm okay with that. I like the light blue suits with the ruffly bits.
Simple, direct philosophy. No breathe, no life. Can't really argue with it.
Facts.
Yeah. You gotta breathe.
I'm
Yeah.
one with the force is with me.
I'm one with the force is with me.
I am one with the force is with me. I mean, Mr. Miyagi comes from that long line of movie mentors like Obi-Wan.
Yes.
Except Miyagi doesn't die in the movies. You're usually going to lose the old wise and mentor. Dumbledore, of course, would be a later descendant of him.
Not Miyagi, though.
You always have to have that old wise mentor.
Yes.
Although R.I.P. now to both the character and the actor.
Yes.
Yes.
The actor actually predeceased the character. They have the character's official death is like 2011 or so, and I think Pat Morita died around 2005.
Yes, you are
Yeah.
correct. I have his Wikipedia page up right now.
Do you have any trivia for the movie?
Not yet. I can get that, though.
Ooh, you better
Okay.
watch it. He's not wearing a pocket protector. Those pins might leak.
Oh no.
He might have an ugly stain.
Not
Lol.
leaking pins.
I don't think I think I have had a pin ruin some clothes before, because it got put into the washer or dryer
I
with
don't
gum.
put pins in my clothes.
Look. Sometimes you need a pin.
I barely even use a pin.
I've never quite mastered Miyagi's technique of teaching somebody something and getting all my work done for me at the same time.
Facts.
I should have, but
That's because you don't know karate.
Oh, you've got Johnny. You can try again.
Learn karate first, and then
That's
You
the
can have
important
people
part
do it.
here.
work for me.
I like the setup.
Like
Looks very
Miyagi's
nice.
house.
Yes.
What's weird to me
That's what I
though
was
is
saying.
I guess we talked about this more in the first one. How he's like the handyman at the apartment complex where Daniel lives,
Uh-huh.
and he seems to have an apartment there. But then he's got this house,
Yeah.
which I mean I guess makes it enough sense. Like you stay on site, so you're there and they need you. But
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I don't know.
It's a minor thing,
Yeah.
but it does sort of come out of you have a house,
So yes, yes they do.
which in Cobra Kai I guess Daniel inherited the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And turns it into the whole
Dojo.
dojo and stuff.
Dojo. Casino.
It's all in the mind. Oh my god, a Karate Kid remake featuring Parappa the Rapper and Master Chop
Yes.
Chop.
I
That'd
take
be quite
20.
interesting. Showing off the medal and all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, of course, I think comes into play in Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything comes back to Cobra Kai.
Facts. It's like, if it happened in these movies, it's going to be relevant to Cobra Kai.
You know, except for that one kid that Daniel talks to at the beginning of Karate Kid, the one that invites him to the beats in the first place.
Nice.
Yeah, he never comes back after that first scene.
He just gets the one scene.
He's literally just that
No.
plot.
Well, he's in the movie still. You see him again in Karate Kid.
Nice.
You do?
Yeah, you see him at least once later in the movie.
Probably on the beach.
Yeah, I think it might be at school. It's in like a crowd scene. But I mean, he's not in the face. Like Daniel talks to him actually.
Okay. I was gonna say, if he's just a face in the crowd, though.
He's
the man
pretty much
just
just
denied.
out of the plot.
Okay, I'm gonna get out of here now. I'm not a main character. I'll just take my bucket hat and go.
You're 100% not a main character.
If you're not a main character in this movie, you get one scene.
I like the envelopes with like the
I
the
agree.
red, white, and blue around the outside. Not for
Yeah.
any patriotic reasons. I just think they look nice.
Yeah, I completely agree. I like a
They
nice
do.
envelope.
Not that I grew up with envelopes like that or anything. I see them mostly in movies, but
Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually seen an envelope like that. Other than, online and in movies and whatnot.
oh, there's a mustache for you.
Lol. Nice.
Going on a
The
trip.
plane ticket. Oh, It's gonna go to Okinawa.
Yes.
So much happens in these.
There's the stash again.
Yes.
Not Miyagi's. Miyagi's is fine, but
Yeah.
There's a
that guy's
stash.
got a porn stash on him.
For sure.
Oh, another mustache. Another one in the
Oh,
back.
I was gonna say, I think there's two there.
There's a lot of mustaches.
Weren't we counting mustaches in another movie one time?
Yes.
I think so.
Don't remember which one it was though. I like those
Pictures.
pictures, the edges on them.
Front of me's. Yeah, I like old pictures as well.
Yeah. There's not a whole lot happening at the moment.
It's mainly just talking.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's a lot of
all set
talking, a karate match, end.
It's like we're gonna give you some talking with a little bit to look at.
No, there's
and
going
then
to be
a karate
there's going to be
match.
several different karate instances throughout the film.
Yes, there
Mm.
is.
Only
But
like one real
It
fight.
leads up to a big one. As always with these movies, they have a very specific pattern to them, but it worked. And I'm surprised they didn't do the exact same thing with Cobra Kai.
Or Cobra
Who says
Kai.
they didn't? Have you ever really broken it down?
True. We need to break down
I
Cobra
reckon
Kai,
there's a
guys.
lot more karate matches in Cobra Kai. Also known as every 5 seconds, son.
I feel the same, but it might just be because it's in that more episode style rather than a
Yeah.
movie. So, who actually knows?
They always feel like they have to go over the top for the end of the season of Cobra Kai and just spoil everything.
I'm sorry.
And I feel like they make John Kreese's character out to be more of a good guy than anybody else.
I'm sorry.
Well, he's obviously not a good guy. He's obviously the bad guy.
Well, look, Daniel tries to wrong foot him by setting the landlord on. The landlord tries to bring these big heavies to beat him up, and he beats them up. That's something a good guy would do. He goes and stands up for Peyton List's character with her shitty landlord. He's just
He's teaching bad karate.
He's always getting one up on the good guys,
He's teaching
but
the bad.
not like in a dirty or
Karate.
deceitful way.
He's teaching the bad karate. He's teaching to fight
I
dirty.
think there's more to be seen. Because he's clearly at least some degree of
He becomes a
bad
father
guy.
figure for Johnny's son. I mean, it just.
And a lot of people watching
No,
Cobra Kai
I agree.
enjoy
I know that
these
he is, but I
movies
feel like the
and would
presentation of
agree.
Cobra Kai almost makes him look
Fussy
like
him.
the baby face and makes Daniel and Johnny to be the heels, which, I mean, Johnny was the heel originally, but I don't know. We'll break down Cobra Kai more when we actually do an episode on that.
Yes.
And it's a good series. I'm not saying it's not worth a watch.
It's very
Until the end of the
serious.
second season when it becomes High School Musical, the karate fight.
High School Musical, the karate fight.
Hate that fucking episode.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, the only character I can think that returns in between movies, other than of course Daniel and Mr. Miyagi, is like Kreese and Karate Kid 3.
Yeah.
And he's not in super major in that.
No.
No, but he does help drive the plot, of course, because
Yeah.
his old buddies trying to get revenge for him
Yeah.
and reestablish him.
Yeah.
You know, here's the thing. I need to go back and watch, because I hadn't thought about the Karate Kid movies that much when we were watching Cobra Kai. Originally, when we went back and watched the Karate Kid movies, I didn't go back and check with Cobra Kai, but we see some of Kreese's army buddies in flashbacks in Cobra Kai. Is Terry one of them?
I'm not sure.
He would have to be, right? Because that's their
I'd
connection.
assume so.
I mean, Cobra Kai does pay a lot of attention to detail.
Yeah, so I would imagine he is, but I just, at the time watching it didn't click to me that, oh yeah, that was his, I remember the dude with the ponytail who drives most of the third movie, but
That's the dude coming back.
I know.
It's great.
Oh, Daniel's not going to be there to see him off.
So sad.
Miyagi's sad.
He is sad.
Sad Miyagi meme.
Yep.
Said Miyagi.
So sad. Like
Said Miyagi getting
Shame.
cab. Taxi cab.
With Michael Rappaport driving it.
Taxi
It's not
cab.
really, but
valley
it looks
cab.
like him.
Uh-huh. Look how nice that house looks. Looks
It's
so nice.
a nice house.
And go catch his flight.
Bye-bye.
See, 32
Those are some garish uniforms the flight attendants are wearing.
Lol. Stepped
Mr.
up the bright red or
Miyagi.
something.
What? Yeah, a bit.
I'm more used to seeing blue. And then he shows up. I didn't miss it. Kind of.
Back in the 80s,
Yeah.
it was a big deal to spend your college fund on something else. Nowadays, it's like, yeah, you're probably better off to do so.
Right. That's definitely something that I kind of pick up with some of these 80s movies. Is there's always a big
It's
deal
like,
with
yeah.
college.
You definitely got to go to college. That's part of the normal track.
Yeah. And by now it's just like, what?
Which is not to say that college is bad for everyone. Everybody's got to, figure out
Different
their own
thing,
way.
yeah.
There's about 50% chance college will be good for you.
Yeah.
Just saying it's not, everybody doesn't have to follow one course, and
Yeah.
it's not always the best thing for somebody.
Yeah.
Lady, I've got a ticket right here.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, nowadays I don't think you
Now
would have
the
gotten anywhere near
plot's
that
up.
far without a ticket, so.
exactly. I'm just trying to watch a movie, Cat.
Damn, son, what do you mean, what's asked it?
I know, you'd think nowadays the beat would be next scene Daniel's puking in a
Right.
bag.
Definitely.
See, I appreciate the restraint.
Yes.
Wow, look at those realistic clouds on the outside.
They're so
Wow.
pretty.
That's definitely not 3D projection or post-production.
Definitely not.
Yeah, it looks so pretty.
I mean, honestly, it's probably just like a painting, like going by on a...
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably have like a moving painting behind the scene set thing.
Something like that.
Tommy Village has definitely changed by the time we see it in Cobra Kai.
Yes.
Well, I realize that's the
definitely.
intent. They make a big deal
Right.
about it.
Yes. But it is drastically different. But to be fair, it's
I thought you were about to say it's
been quite a while.
Jurassic.
No.
It's Jurassic Park.
Little known fact, Tommy Village is actually the setting for Jurassic Park as well. Wait, that's a 90s movie. No 90s movies.
Oh. Delete all nines.
Well,
We're in 80s style right now.
It has been quite some time.
Imagine an
though,
80s style
between this
action movie to
and
save all the 80s movies.
when he goes back
Like
to Cobra
aliens
Kai.
come to try and destroy all 80s movies.
No, when I was a kid, when I was a kid, we played a game like that. We didn't have a name for it, but we were like this team of commandos that fought like all the classic movie monsters, like we fight aliens, Predator, we fought the killer clowns from outer space. I think sometimes we throw Freddy and Jason in there.
That'd be
Nice.
amazing as a movie.
Have to get a lot of copyrights. Of, yeah.
I mean, yeah,
rights
but
what-
to-
what-
Ready
Ready
Player
Player
One
One.
exists.
True.
And I mean,
So it's
there's
possible.
already like Alien versus Predator. They
Oh,
already
yeah.
coexist.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
definitely possible. I'm just saying.
And Freddy
that
versus
you-
Jason,
you're
that's
gonna
already a
have to
thing.
Yeah.
Get some rights. I was trying to look something up earlier and I just completely forgot what it was.
I'm sorry.
Like, I have the Wikipedia page for. How was his name pronounced again? Pat Morita? Something
Yeah.
like that.
I think his real first name is like Noriyuki.
Yeah.
You'd always see Noriyuki, Pat in quotes, Norita.
Nice.
Those clouds do look nice.
Yes, they do. Very nice clouds.
I'm still never getting on a plane.
Okay. I'd
No
probably.
matter
fly
how nice
somewhere.
the clouds
I don't want to fly nowadays just because it seems like such a hassle with all the rules and regulations and so-called safety measures.
Yeah. Well, if I want to travel outside of North America, my options are that or a boat, so.
A boat feels like it'd take way too long.
Probably, yeah.
It ain't like Viking days, man. They move a little faster now.
Well,
I know,
yeah,
the boat's
but
still on sewer.
can they get me somewhere in a few hours? Well, not a few. I guess a few would be flying to California, but, you know.
Flying to California in a boat?
Yeah. That's precisely.
Like an airship from Final Fantasy?
Yes.
Now that I'd ride on.
Yes. Break a log. Never
Been
attack
attacked
by
by
a
a
tree.
Bad type, bud.
Nice.
Reasonable.
Now, see, nowadays the next scene would be a tree attacking him.
Karate Kid if it was made nowadays. And not that remake.
And here's
Oh, that's that dude.
Sato's nephew who
Yes.
comes back for Cobra Kai.
Yes.
Yes.
I get that everything comes back for Cobra Kai.
I mean,
Why like 50
yeah.
background characters
I
that
mean, he's
come
the,
back.
he's Okinawan Johnny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. But, like, show me an important character that hasn't come back yet. That isn't going to come back.
The guy who started the plot in quite a good one. You know, the guy who invited Daniel to the beach. I don't think he's coming back.
The girl from the third movie hasn't come back yet. The one with the pottery shop.
Yeah.
She could, though.
She could.
You know what would be kind of cool?
What?
If they brought Hilary Swank in and tied in the fourth movie. Because, I mean, it's in the same world, of course.
Yeah.
She's Miyagi's student, just post-Daniel. And I can't remember. I'm sure Daniel's mentioned at some point in the fourth movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's completely ignored, but he doesn't show up. But for them to tie her in, because, I mean, they're both Miyagi students. It's certainly possible they met at some point.
Yeah.
I don't think they mentioned the fourth movie at all in Cobra Kai.
I don't think so, but it is.
I mean, but
the
again,
same
there's
thing.
not that much point to it yet, because
Yeah.
nobody from
Yeah.
Daniel's world was in it other than Mr. Miyagi, and he's not in the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously his presence is there, and he's referenced many times, so it is possible we could see a tie-in there.
Yeah. And what you call it? The people who make the show have said that. The first. Well, yeah, all 4 of the movies are canon and part of the Morgan Lab. They just
Yeah, I
ignore
haven't
the
seen the
remake.
fourth one.
Everybody ignores the remake.
Okay.
It's called Karate Kid, but it has absolutely nothing to do with it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that
Yeah, it's
remake
more of a
annoys me.
reboot,
Yeah.
reimagining.
Yeah.
Zoom, zoom into big
like that.
garage thing.
Reimagining.
Well,
The car half in the shadows.
looks nice.
Someone steps out, also covered by shadows.
Lots of shadows in this scene.
Yes, it is a very dark warehouse thing.
That would make sense.
There are normally shadows when there's no light. Or the fake.
I was gonna say,
You
if
need
there's
light
no
for
light, you're not
Mr.
going to have
Miyagi, what's
shadows.
going on? Hey, son, apparently you have not seen enough movies. Set up.
Clearly. Now there's some more lighting.
More lights coming in. Through the blinds, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
It's the Okinawan Terminator.
Yep.
Also, Schwarzenegger would be great in the Karate Kid movies.
No, he wouldn't. What purpose would he serve?
Exactly.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Just Arnold
So Daniel meets Arnold Schwarzenegger.
He's
Yeah.
probably friends with
I
him.
heard you're a karate champion. Nice to meet you.
Look, Arnold to mix everything.
Two-time karate champion. There's no room for Arnold and Karate Kid.
There's room for Arnold and everything.
Maybe Hey Arnold.
Maybe in Cobra Kai.
You didn't know Hey Arnold was one of Miyagi's students too?
That book.
Yeah, it's the book that
That
Danny was reading. Daniel.
Like, book. You don't throw a man's book. Now I'm gonna have to kick your ass.
Threw my book, bitch.
If he had just not thrown the book,
Things
The
could
plot.
fine.
have been so different.
Yeah, everything would have been
Literally nothing else would have happened in this movie.
I like the way Miyagi keeps things simple and stays focused. When I find a taxi, gotta get where I'm going. Yeah, I'm not worried about Sato right now.
Same.
Things to deal with.
Same. Very peaceful.
Hey.
Very focused.
Hey. Hey.
Hmm?
Hey! There's a freaking A in the background.
Hey! Hey! Plane.
So wait, does Sato own the airport?
Maybe they were just there.
But that's not the airport. Where is that?
I don't know.
A warehouse.
Now but there were planes there.
Private
A
jet.
warehouse of the airport. A warehouse for the airport.
Who knows?
Or like right behind the airport.
The dumb GI who's never heard of Tony Village.
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen that actor in a few things.
Okay, possibly.
Like, not necessarily major roles, but one of those who just shows up in multiple things and
Yeah.
does a nice little bit. And
Goes
then you see him in
on.
something else and say, hey, I saw him in something.
Yeah.
Hello, helicopter. Goodbye, helicopter.
Like the helicopter.
It's a helicopter.
Nice.
Nice.
Very, very nice.
Very, very, very nice.
Lol.
So like literally it was
Trees.
just on the other side of the fence and they couldn't see it.
Yeah, I question
Well,
that.
they're blind apparently.
And just don't pay any attention to their surroundings. Which doesn't seem like
And
something
suddenly it
they
looks
do.
That's
5
fine.
times darker.
Yes.
I guess the clouds came up over the sun.
Lighting is interesting.
And also now it's raining. I don't think it was raining in the last scene.
I wasn't paying that
Well, I
close
mean that's
enough
not
attention.
unrealistic
And that's also true.
because it's getting dark. Because I don't think they were necessarily technically right on the other side of where they were going. I think they went a little further on.
Probably. That would have been quite interesting. Like, oh, it's right there. I had to drive like 2 more feet. That would have been kind of odd.
They're at Jordan Marin's house. That's why they took their shoes
Woman,
off.
Japanese.
Nice.
Nice.
Miyagi-san.
Yes. Miyagi.
Yes.
Yes.
Are you okay?
No.
Would you like to talk about it?
No.
Okay.
Miyagi.
Just Miyagi?
Miyagi.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Hi. Hi.
You know what kind of
He's
annoys me?
dead.
I've been playing games recently. Of course, we have the captions on. But I've learned that a lot of kids on Roblox and whatnot, when they're saying hi to each other, they like to spell it like the Japanese word for yes. I'm just sitting here
That's
like,
because they're trying to be kawaii.
I just sit here like, okay.
Yeah.
They're trying to be kawaii.
Trying to be kawaii, end up looking stupid and insensitive.
Yes. That defines the internet.
Facts. Pretty much. So
I'm
sad.
pretty sure most things stupid define the internet.
Facts. Sad Miyagi Sada.
Japanese.
I guess that would be the sad Miyagi meme.
Can you please get translation for the Japanese?
What?
I was asking the captions for translation of the Japanese.
Oh.
I don't understand Japanese. I need a translation.
Well, to
So
be
if you
fair,
watch it-
to be fair, if you were listening to it, you wouldn't understand it either.
Facts.
So if you watch like a Japanese dub of it, would they be speaking Japanese still?
What?
If you're watching like a Japanese dub of this movie,
Yeah, I would
For the
imagine so,
Japanese.
because it still takes place in Japan. It's not like the Japanese dub all of a sudden flips it and Danielson and Miyagi live in Japan and go to fucking
Yeah, I
Martha's
think
Vineyard.
I think they'd only dub over the English parts.
I mean, they may well re-record the Japanese parts just so it's the same voice, but
I need to learn Japanese so I can know what they're saying.
Okay, you go do that.
Cause I have no idea what's happening in the scene.
I think
The
you.
sad
I
stuff.
think you understand what's happening in this scene.
Oh sweet, we're getting a translation now.
see, so you didn't need it.
Exactly.
And it's like, damn, that's beautiful. And I'm just like, sup.
That's exactly the vibe. Pretty water.
What?
Water is always pretty.
Yes. And it's also like 80% of the
Oh,
planet.
look at that sky, though.
It's also in the sky.
What?
Water is also
Pink
in the
shirt.
sky.
Yes, very pink shirt. Bright pink shirt. Well,
Look.
not bright, but like, you know.
Pink shirts are the most
Heavily
manly shirts ever.
saturated.
Vegeta wore a pink shirt once.
Yes, he did. Didn't he wear pretty much that exact outfit?
Pretty much. Dan decided as Vegeta.
No, I was gonna say Vegeta was
That's
dressing as
on you,
him.
Prince of all Saiyans.
It's very sunny.
Yeah. Would you expect it not to be?
Helicopter.
There's your helicopter again. Just flying through the background.
It's going to pick up Dutch so they can head down to South America and deal with the Predator.
Oh, God.
I think
Predator's a pretty good movie.
this movie came out the year before Predator. I think Predator was 87. I may be wrong. Predator might have been 86.
I haven't
I
seen
personally don't know.
I How many sequels are there to the Predator?
I've never seen
Are they even numbered?
Predator.
It is
So
87. Well, I mean, there's only 2 from the Connect in the originals, and then there was like a reboot in like 2018, and then there's the Alien vs. Predator movies.
these last few years have really been a lot of reboots, haven't they?
Even the first 2 barely connect.
Nice.
Like Schwarzenegger's not back or anything.
What?
And then Danny Glover's
Dylan's
star
out.
of it.
Predator without Arnold. That's like having Terminator without Arnold.
It's not that good. It's like the Predator in the City.
Predator.
Predator
Sex in the
Day
City,
Out.
but with predators.
Continuing on.
Who do you think it would win, Terminator or the Predator? My money's on the Terminator.
I've never
Yeah,
seen
because I think
either.
the Predator would have. I don't know how strong his laser is.
Probably
What kind of damage it would do to the Terminator.
Oh.
It's pretty hard to take one of those down.
Nice.
I mean, Metal Crusher then could take it down.
Yeah, but
Fishman.
does he have a fucking
Love fish. Love
metal
suck.
crushing laser?
I mean, he has an alien laser that obliterates things.
Yeah, but a laser's a laser.
Yeah, I know, but some lasers are stronger than others.
It's just light amplification through stimulated emissions of radiation.
I'm sure that could melt some metal,
Possibly.
especially strong enough.
I had one of those drums too after the movie.
Nice.
Nice. Do you think they had toys of it at McDonald's?
I don't recall any McDonald's tie-ins.
Get a quiet kid drum at McDonald's.
Sounds like something they'd do.
Rule number 1.
See, I'd say it
Ride
sounds
for
like
defense
something they do nowadays, but they haven't. So.
Rule number 2. See rule number 1.
That's a good rule number 2.
That's always the best thing to do for rule number 2, especially if you're only going to have tools.
The picture that's right there over that shrine,
Uh huh.
it kind of looks like the one Jedi from the prequels. You have the beard and sort of the
Yeah.
taller head.
Nice. Miyagi is
Miyagi's from a long line of Jedis.
Yeah,
I mean, it makes sense.
it does.
Like that kind on the wall could be his descendant. I mean, there's no saying that people from the Star Wars universe couldn't have made it to Earth in our time. I mean, because it's a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, but obviously they have space travel, so
Exactly.
Star Wars descendants could
Very
have made it
fast
to Earth.
space travel.
Exactly.
As in light speed.
But would they still be Jedis?
Yes.
That's the question.
Are you thinking they'd lose their force powers?
No, but over time.
One does not lose the connection to the Force.
I didn't say they would.
And I said the Jayaks off from Knights of the Old Republic too. Then you lose your connection to the Force.
What?
There's
You'd have to play the
some Eastal Army, I can't remember how it's pronounced. Well, I've never heard it, I've only read it. It starts like a Y.
Uh huh.
There's these lizards in the extended universe that can cut off your connection to the Force if you get near them.
That's
Like,
right.
not permanently. I mean, maybe long-term exposure, but if you get near them, you can't really use the Force.
Interesting.
Also, the Jedi Council trying
Just gonna surround myself with those lizards.
and Knights of the Old Republic too. Once you
Were you
gain back your
scared of
connection to
Jedi?
the Force.
No, it's just if one wanted to mess with me, it's like hope you brought your lightsaber, cause you can't use your force now. So
But if you after you regain your connection to the Force in Knights of the Old Republic too, the Jedi Council try and take it away again.
of course,
Like big old jerks.
of course.
Anyway, back to Quiet Kid.
Yeah, 2
Yes, Quiet Kid Part 2.
specifically 2.
Pacifically?
Specifically,
I mean, this isn't the Pacific
I was
Ocean.
going to say. To be fair,
Quiet Kid Pacific. Cat.
yeah, Cat keeps joining. Oh, she got up on my chair and was hitting me in the eyes with her tail.
Makes sense.
Totally.
Honk.
Fancy car.
Hello, I am here. I am Russian now for some
I don't like
reason.
that car as much.
I
as
don't
the
know why
other
I'm
one.
doing a Russian accent.
I don't know.
It
either.
almost looks like a, I was gonna say it looked kind of like a hearse, but I guess it's not really true.
I have the default to Russian accent whenever I do A voices.
Nice.
Any voices?
Yes.
Can you do a voice of that cute cat over there? Sure. Mia. I am
Mia.
Kitty Cat.
Mia, I am Kitty Cat.
I'm going to go quickly animate kawaii cat.
The Quaddy
Karate
Cat.
It's a kawaii. The kawaii cat.
The Quaddy Cat. Yo, I am Quaddy Cat.
This is the movie I need in my life. It's a YouTube movie.
I will use the queen kick.
I want to see a cat do a queen kick. Kick. I could not pronounce.
I would
those
make my
last
cat
two
do it, but that'd be
syllables.
mean.
I don't even know how they would.
I'll take off my sunglasses.
That's how
you know
they
I'm
do
being
this?
serious.
How
And
they
my
do
jacket. No, he was like,
Yeah, I
Sato was like, you leave me no choice, and then pulled off the sunglasses.
I know. I was making a joke though with the cat.
No. You do not punch me. I must go.
Yes.
He's giving him a Paddington hard stare. Paddington was also a student of Miyagi.
yes. He was.
Paddington, Mr. Miyagi.
That's one of the many things Paddington has done in his life. How old is Paddington?
Like 10.
I don't know.
When do bears reach maturity?
I know nothing of any of this, but they all just started running, which is reasonable. Is that just a shot? Let's see, Paddington.
Black bear.
He's a brown
I don't care
bear,
about the
so.
sexual maturity. I want to know when they get big.
Okay.
You know, you would have thought their own master asking them to be friends would have been enough for them to make up.
Never.
Well, they do make up before the movie's over.
True.
So, not never.
Just not yet. Let's see. I can tell you that he first appeared in 1958.
Okay, but I don't think Paddington in the new cartoon is
No, I don't think so
60
either.
plus years old.
I don't think so either. Let's see. I'm trying to find more than just a release
You know, things seem to
date.
have worked out okay for Sato.
Uh-huh.
It's like, you know, a little petty to hold this grudge.
Facts. Big facts.
I
Sad.
just want to know. Freaking.
Everybody's sad now. Are you okay?
No.
Okay.
What type of bear is Paddington?
I don't
The
know.
brown bear?
I guess.
Yeah, probably.
Where's he from? Peru?
Yeah.
What kind of bears they got in Peru?
I don't know, but he does seem very brown.
Yes, that's for sure.
I'm just gonna assume brown bear. Hey, give me the Wikipedia page for brown bear.
All I know is, I tried to look up Paddington age, and instead I just get people discussing what age the Paddington movie is recommended for. And according to this one thing, that we're recommending probably 5 to 7 years old, but nothing under 5 because of violent elements. I'm just
Violent
sitting.
elephants?
I'm just sitting here like, what violence is there in Paddington?
Or violent elephants?
All of the above. Oh my gosh, have you seen any trailers for that Peter Rabbit sequel?
The
No.
Peter Rabbit sequel.
Yeah, I haven't seen much about it, but I saw something, and I'm just sitting here like, what in the world did they do?
Oh, look at little Miyagi.
Little Miyagi. So cute.
I remember doing something, you know, they had the lanterns for the funeral for his father.
Yeah.
I remember doing something with lanterns around this movie, like they sold some version of that or we crafted them from somewhere.
Interesting.
Well, I can tell you that brown bears live 20 to 30 years.
Oh, the flannel Lux.
Oh, flannel. In the 80s.
Well,
He's
flannel existed before the 90s.
Well, yeah, but like, in the 90s, you know, you end up with one movie with like 10 characters
No, I know,
wearing it.
but you were just like, I don't know.
It's not as like, it's common, just not as common, you know, in the 80s.
It's because you don't watch enough lumberjack movies.
Definitely. It's just, you know, here we get him, and I think he was in like one other movie we watched recently, And then in the 90s, we have mullets.
Yeah, it wasn't in Ferris. Didn't somebody have flannel?
Maybe. Yes, I think so. In the background.
Background flannel.
Yep. Is like most of mullets.
But not Daniels. Daniels is foreground flannel.
Very foreground.
Well, technically, a little bit of background.
I was gonna say,
Miyagi's in the front.
isn't it technically, mid-ground? Because, like, the background is, of course, those plants and stuff.
Isn't mid-ground, isn't a mid-ground flannel one of the 9 realms?
Yep. Definitely. Definitely. Let's see.
Life cycle of...
Bye.
That's grizzly bears, but grizzly
That's
bears
sad,
are close
Miyagi.
enough to
Wait,
brown
look
bears.
at that.
Yeah. 3 sad Miyagi memes.
Mm-hmm. Sad Miyagi.
There's 2 dudes on a rock.
Yeah. Nice sunlight coming out through over there. Very nice. This movie has some nice skies.
Again, is it natural, is it post-produced, or is it a painting?
I'm going to say it's not natural.
And the clouds don't seem to be moving at all.
Exactly. Like, the only thing moving there was the water. Back to work. We had sad moment, now we get back to work.
Slap me 5, brother.
Are considered fully
Who
grown
likes
by
that
8 to
headband?
10 years of age.
Do you blame him?
So Paddington is less than 8 to 10. Since that's when brown bears reach fully grown.
He's traveling all the way from Peru by himself.
Well, yeah, apparently the mothers are like 4 or something. Or the mothers.
Wasn't he
are,
with
like,
his
4.
aunt?
I don't know.
Diving into the deep lore of Paddington. Doing a
Okay, so
karate
he's
kid
older than
too.
4 and younger than 10.
That's the
Probably.
conclusion Gaba has come to.
Something like that.
I don't even remember why I wanted to know.
I don't know, it's one
I'll
of
copy
the age of
again.
Paddington. Oh yeah, we were talking about Paddington and Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah.
So Paddington's like 5, 6.
Best way to avoid a punch, don't be there.
Yeah.
So in 6 years of life, he's managed to go train with Mr. Miyagi, do whatever else he's done, and get to where he is in the series.
He's like Ferris Bueller, he gets things done.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, he does.
You
Even
don't cry
though
in
in the
5
show,
days.
Paddington seems easily distracted. So I guess
Well, that's how he gets things done, because he gets into one thing after another.
he seems easily distracted, so I'm not sure he took some of his lessons very well. No focus.
Oh hey, it's this thing.
Yeah, one of the infamous moments of the game adaptation for the NES.
Yeah, I keep on forgetting about this thing.
I think there was a playset that had the hooks too. I'm not sure, but it feels like there
Dig in
was.
McDonald's
I
Happy
just
Meal.
want to know. You keep talking.
Get
No,
hooks.
no, we didn't get our big playset from McDonald's.
I
Get
have
the hooks
questions.
and collect
You
the
keep
shit.
talking about these play sets and figures and stuff. Of all the toys you still have, why have I not seen these?
Yeah, I haven't seen them in forever.
It's like you managed to keep a lot of your old toys, not these. It's like every toy I ever owned, there's probably at least one of somewhere in this house.
There it goes in the wall.
Yep.
Bro, you just jumped in there. You didn't even try and dodge. It was like,
Well,
forget
I mean,
that.
That is a dodge. He avoided it.
Fact.
I mean, he did. But,
Not quite what they were going for, but definitely a type of dodge. Because
That
now he's gonna
clothes
be a
all
little bit weighed down because he's soaking wet.
yeah, water is heavy, man.
Facts. Shiny too.
Yes, it is shiny. It reflects light.
Yes, it does.
I guess his brain's kind of waterlogged because he's gonna do something kind of stupid here.
Isn't that just him?
Yeah. He always does something
I
stupid.
wonder, what do those hooks do? It's some kind of fishing thing, right? But
Probably.
That was stupid AF.
And now your
send
jacket.
fish down on it, or
I don't know.
Now it's a cut jacket. He's soaking
it's not a
wet.
jacket. It's just a shirt.
Yeah.
Same difference.
But he could have easily hit himself with
Shirt,
that.
jacket, whatever. Well, it's pretty much
That
a
would have
jacket.
been quite a
It's
problem.
like a button shirt. Ask
That's
for.
drum.
Gum
Okay.
drum. You give me gum gum for drum drum.
Well,
What is he even? He's like.
He's a
I know he's
player,
just trying to
said.
practice the technique. It
Yeah.
just looked weird, like he was.
taking off that soaking wet ton shirt.
Taking off my coat.
I
clearing
like
my
that
throat.
shirt.
Hey, he's villain.
He can dress nice though.
Look, the villains always have to dress nice, so everyone simps over the villain.
Facts. But I don't simp over him. There's a lot of villains I'd simp over, but not him.
Why does everyone want to simp over the villain?
Cause Loki. Tom Hiddleston.
Loki is barely even a villain. He's a villain.
I mean,
for
he
like,
was the bad
one or
guy
two
of
movies.
Avengers.
He's a villain for like 1 or 2 movies.
And he's kind of that in between. Like, sometimes I'm on your side, sometimes I'm gonna stab you in the back. I've stabbed a lot of people in the back. Literally.
Carrots.
Uh-huh.
Everyone loves carrots.
Do they, though?
Yes.
Are you sure?
If you don't like carrots, do you exist? Comment down below.
I'm
Um,
sure
all the
there are
comments
people,
where we
I'm sure there
upload
are
this
people who
podcast.
don't like carrots.
This
very
podcast will
sure
probably
it is.
eventually go up on YouTube.
There's a girl I was following on TikTok. She had an allergy to carrots. And
She probably doesn't like them.
well, no, actually, she been viral or not and became real popular because most of her TikTok is her trying to, in a sense, overcome that allergy or something. So, like, every day she eats a little bit more of carrots until she gets to however much. Being able to eat a whole one, I guess.
Uh huh.
I haven't seen it in a while, but I guess she likes carrots.
I have no idea what happened there.
They were Sato's nephew and his gang are like purchasing, produce from the village,
Uh-huh.
and they have a scale, and you know how a scale works. You have one
Yeah,
side versus
yeah.
the other. They're
Yeah.
weighted versus each
Yeah,
other, and so they put so much in and it weighted against the other bucket to determine how much it weighs. They were weighing down the counterweight, so it was showing up as being the product they were weighing was showing up as being less than it really was, so they could pay the people less. They were just ripping people off, and Daniel exposed that they had weighted the side.
Nice.
Exposed that they were ripping off the villagers.
Nice. The Daniel plot was recent. Not reasonable to be ripping people off.
Yeah.
Okay, the caption is behind the movie. That's bugging me now.
I'm
I
sorry.
hate when captions are behind because then you get a preview of what people are saying.
Yeah.
And I mean, it doesn't matter in something that's like dubbed or not dubbed, something that's like subtitled and I don't know what they're saying anyway. But if it's a movie I've seen and for some reason the captions are on, I'll sit there and read it and it's like, no. or if we're, for whatever reason, we have the captions on while we're listening to something that I haven't seen, then I'm going to read it first and then it's like, it spoils it.
I'm sorry.
That's why I hate watching things with the captions on if I don't need them.
I usually have the captions on. I don't know. I just find myself needing them too often.
These movies are mostly talking.
Like, I get people who need captions, just need them.
Look at the wind blowing Miyagi's hair. Like right now, it's not the best shot when he is facing the other way.
Yeah, these movies are very...
All I wanna do
You think
is
these
let
movies would be
me
more
be
action-based, but they're
watched.
more story-based.
Oh, for sure.
There's a fair amount of action.
Definitely.
Maybe not compared to action-heavy 80s movies, but there's a good amount of action.
Definitely. I like this.
And if there wasn't this story, they wouldn't be so memorable.
Situation.
If it was just a bunch of karate fights,
True.
which I'm not to say that's not an enjoyable type of movie, but
Too bad everything in this movie...
I just
will
want
be
to point out
forgotten by
that
Karate
Daniel
3.
wears a lot of button-ups.
yeah.
I'm completely
That's his
down
style.
with it, but a lot of button-ups.
Okay.
He's a Gen Z lesbian in an 80s boy body.
Button-ups are nice. I don't know why. Maybe not as much as Daniel, though.
She's always got that messy hair look going on.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
It's nice, though.
It's a reverse mold. A mullet is like business in front, party in back. She's got like the messy front and she's got it braided in the back.
Lol. I like her shirt too. I'm just gonna compliment everyone's shirts on this episode.
Shirts are nice.
Says the dude not wearing the shirt.
Hey, don't expose me.
You've been exposed.
Gaba the Game Night exposed.
Hashtag exposing Gaba.
Hashtag exposed.
Exactly.
It's a dance or something.
Dance. Your final dance.
Yeah, dance, bro.
'Cause it is
Yeah,
your final chance.
yeah, final chance.
It's the song from Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire
Uh-huh.
with Dylan's ad-libs.
I don't feel like I have it.
It depends on the song.
Oh no, Durslams. It's the Durslams. That's the name.
You notice the Karate Kid movies sort of follow the Dragon Ball method of like, hey, your hero gets strong. Well, the next episode we gotta have stronger villains.
Yeah.
See, like Daniel learns to stand up for himself and he can take care of himself after the first Karate Kid, but then he runs into these guys and he needs to get stronger to beat them. And
And then there's the third movie.
look at the contrast in shoes there. Sato's nephew's got those like really sleek cowboy boots, and his friend's just got Chucks on.
Lol. I see that. I didn't know.
Clearly establishes himself as the leader of the game because he's got the cowboy boots.
Whoever's wearing the cowboy boots.
I'll get whacked. Now your shirt is ruined.
They just wanted the money shot.
Yeah. They just want to give him a reason to take off his shirt.
But he always have to have a reason to take off his shirt at some point.
So what's your reason?
Shirts are uncomfortable.
Nice.
Daniel's wearing Nikes.
Nice.
Nikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many Nikes you own in the 80s?
Oh, come on, Max. I don't know.
You could probably count a lot of other things.
5.5
in the 80s.
pairs.
I don't even know if I had any Nikes in the 80s, really.
I'm a little bit shocked.
I wore Converse.
Nice.
I got really into Chucks for a while.
Nice. I don't know.
And before that, I mean, I was like 7, so I don't remember what shoes I had.
I think before the 80s you were 1. No,
Well,
actually.
I didn't mean, but I meant before I got into the Converse.
Yeah. So you got into the Converse late 80s.
Yeah, I remember around the time that the Batman movie came out, because they made a Batman. I don't know if they were official Converse or if they were just that style.
Uh-huh.
The shoes were all black and they had the Batman logos all over them.
Nice.
And then like my friend John, they made Joker ones. He had the Joker ones.
Did you have Batman?
Yeah, I had the that's what I was trying to say is I had the Batman
Nice.
ones. And I don't remember if that's when I got into Chucks or if it was right before that and they just cool, they're making these shoes. But yeah.
Nice.
I remember having Reeboks in the 80s. I don't remember having any Nikes until the 90s, but I could.
Reeboks.
You own a pair of Nikes now, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. You're talking about those Batman Converse. It reminded me of the Hello Kitty Vans you got me.
Water.
Not a fan of Vans. Like, they're fine on other people, but it's not my kind of shoe.
It depends. Like, I really liked those. But those shoes are also great for getting blisters. That's what I learned.
Okay, Daniel's now done breathing on the dock.
And on to his, like, fourth button-up of this movie, I think. At least. I don't remember for sure. Because I didn't start counting at all.
Miss
Recently.
Miyagi's doing like repairs or something on something.
Because that's what Miyagi does. He fixes things and he does karate.
To be honest, I'm pretty sure the first time I watched this movie, I was dozing off a little bit, so I don't
Yes,
remember
yes,
half
you
of
were.
this.
I remember you falling asleep during
Well,
this.
that's disappointing.
I remember the overall plot.
Eggs.
Eggs.
Yes.
I don't remember the eggs.
I remember the eggs. Baskets of eggs are very satisfying to me.
Oh no, you gotta drive away from the little girls. They're all chasing you. They're coming to hunt you down.
What?
And now you're climbing down rocks.
Yes, yes, they are. Imagine
Walk on
one
the
wrong
moves.
step there, though.
They slip and die.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not die. It's not that far of a drop. Okay, it's a bit far drop.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know the physics of death very much.
You fall high, you die.
Like, do you mean you fall from a high place, or you fall while you're high?
Yes.
All of the above.
But at least if you fall while you're high, it's not so bad.
Castle. I apologize for speaking.
Base 2 with Castle.
Yes. This is a cute scene.
It's a slide
I
down.
personally like it.
I'll see it wasn't that hard for fall.
No.
He was just roll down.
Those rocks are very interesting.
80s music.
Say.
And the
Yes.
rocks are very dangerous.
I like the way they look. That's a very interesting looking shot.
How do you share a wish?
I don't know.
So, yeah, let me split my wish in half.
Except, I do not know.
Does only half your wish come true? If you say it.
I don't know. I don't know the physics of wishes.
Who was that guy?
A dude.
Why is this some random dude?
Why not?
He was the castle guard. He snuck away to take a pee. And he's like, oh shit.
It look like one of the crew ran on set real quick and they're like, cut, cut, cut. And they didn't edit it out.
They're like, we can make it work.
Yeah, dumbass. I want to sell TVs for a living. That's my big dream.
Yup.
That's what everyone wants to do.
That
Down.
TV looks quite old.
No, we did that already. Dance, magic, jump, magic, jump, magic. Put that magic spell on me. Slap that baby, make him free.
Is that a nice 80s TV?
I'm sorry, it's not on screen right now.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure it's fine. I don't think it's anything special.
To me, it just looks like an old TV. I've got
The actor who just ran up on him and gave him the flyer or whatever,
Uh-huh.
he looks like the actor who played I don't think he'd be the right age,
Uh-huh.
but he looks like the actor who played a psychiatrist on Law and Order SVU,
Yeah.
and plays the doctor in the Jurassic World movies.
Nice.
'Cause I don't think it's him, because I don't think he's that old to have been in a Karate Kid movie, but it's possible.
I don't know. Because I don't even know who that is.
I don't know the actor's name. I apologize, but it definitely looked like him.
Okay.
I mean, I guess it's not crazy. I mean, Ralph Macchio's not, he's not that old. He doesn't come off that old in Cobra Kai anyway, so.
He looks younger than he is. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I suppose it's a possibility. We're coming up on the ice shop scene, which is probably the most iconic moment of this movie for me.
Probably. In general.
Yeah.
And they were going to recreate it in Cobra Kai and then got interrupted.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Cobra Kai messed it up.
Cobra Kai messed up within Cobra Kai.
Yeah. Very much.
Cobra Kaiception. Look at all those buff dudes. Oh man, or like 1 or 2.
Uh-huh.
You suck.
Bunch of buff dudes fill up a bar.
And do what?
Lots of Americans. I bet these guys are supposed to be GIs,
Probably.
since they have the military base right there.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, got 1 or 2 then. That's all I think.
Well, you guys suck. You guys all about to be showing up by like, how old is it now? 16, 17?
Something like that.
No, isn't Daniel like 18 by now? Because isn't there a thing with the at least the second tournament, like he's technically over 18 and it's the under 18 tournament?
Maybe. something like
Yeah. Something like that, I think.
And these movies all pretty much run together, so.
Oof. more flannel in the background.
Now I like that shirt. Well, I like the
Yeah.
pattern on it. I'm not a big
I like the
button-up
shirt. This is why I now own quite a few of your button-ups. How into button-ups were you in the 80s?
I
Well,
would have been more
6
into the
things of
90s.
ice.
I mean, I didn't give a shit in the 90s. Like, whatever my mom bought me was fine.
It's like, Mom, dress me however you want.
I mean, eventually, like, I was really into the Batman t-shirts when the 89 Batman came out. The black with just the Batman logo.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Johnny has a Batman
I didn't have
t-shirt
a
he
style.
sings.
I didn't have a style in the 80s.
It didn't come about until the 90s. Johnny seems really into his
Mr.
Batman
Miyagi
shirt.
betting $600.
It's like, nope, you got yourself into it. Let's go.
It's convenient that his uncle was there.
Right.
So everyone shows up.
I guess maybe he was in the area or something. Or maybe they were kind
He
of
was
together.
following Mr. Miyagi.
No, I
And
imagine.
Miyagi was following Daniel.
Well,
I
Mr.
imagine
Miyagi
they
was
were
going
in
into
the
town to get
area.
Bart. And then Kamiko went and found him.
Exactly.
Because Daniel had said, "Oh, Mr. Miyagi's down. You know, he was going to that store. Maybe we'll run into him." And
And either
when I
he
started
probably
with my
saw
trouble,
something,
Kamiko went and got Mr. Miyagi.
was following his nephew or something to come in. So
And that's 6 pieces.
They
of
just
ice,
saw
I
his
think.
nephew teaching
I
in
like
class,
that full
though, and now all of a
piece of
sudden
ice.
he's completely changed his clothes and coming into the bar. That doesn't seem to work out time-wise.
he finished up, changed his clothes, came by. Maybe it was the end of class, you know?
I guess that's 6 pieces.
He
It
can
doesn't
try.
look like that from the
Just
other.
gotta breathe.
Oh my God, it was him.
Nice.
B.D. Wong is the actor. I just looked him up.
Nice.
Credit is Boy on Street.
Boy on street.
Nice.
I thought that looked like him, though. Bam!
Did it.
Yeah, he did. And Mr. Miyagi gains a bunch
Right.
Good
of
job,
money.
wow.
man, son. You break the ice.
You break ice. Get me money.
No, you know, you break the ice. Like, it's kind of awkward and you gotta start things off.
Yeah.
And you gotta break the ice.
Thank
You
you
see,
for
at
my
least I
money.
got a little bit of honor.
Made back that college money.
And
Yeah.
Fulton just lets Daniel walk around with it to the point that it almost gets stolen when he runs into the villain later.
Yep. Did great.
You get college tuition. We get Chinese food. In Okinawa.
Yeah.
I guess Chinese food's popular in Okinawa.
Does Daniel have a good
No, I've never
college?
been there. Canonically, I don't know.
I feel like he probably did.
I mean, he puts it off in the third movie, but
I feel like
like I say,
sometimes.
I imagine he's probably referenced in the Karate Kid movie with Hilary Swank.
Mhm.
Oh, Dylan. Sigh.
Sigh.
Sorry.
Nice. I feel as though he probably did though. I don't know, just I feel as though he wouldn't have opened and been running an entire business without at least a little bit of college.
You can run a business.
Yes, you 100% can. He just seemed, especially college was such a big deal. He seems like the kind of person who would have done it. Of course, whether or not he went for business, I don't know. He probably didn't. Unless he just put it off long enough to then decide he wanted to do a car dealership. To be fair, when the hell?
Who decides that they want
When
to
did
get
he even?
dealership?
When did he even open his car dealership?
How do you go from doing quiet to something
I
like,
think
you know?
I mean, there's
I
references
want to
when
sell
Yeah, I just
cars.
haven't done the math to figure it out.
Who just wakes up one day and is like, I want to sell
And he
cars.
says he got into cars because
Daniel
of Miyagi.
also. Because of that yellow car.
I think that's what he referenced in the show, that Miyagi
Yeah.
is the reason he got into cars.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Another button up. Still liking it.
It does seem a little odd that they just stood there and watched them destroy the crops. Mr. Miyagi could have stopped that really easily. He's like, nah, just let him go.
Yeah, that's Miss Miyagi.
I know, but he will step in when he needs to, and that seems like
I guess in
a
that
good point
moment,
to step
he didn't
in.
feel like he needed to. He's like,
Well,
that's
let's
okay.
destroy the
They
village
regrow.
crops. After a fashion and in the right season.
Yes.
A year
Then we
later,
went
they'll
for the next
regrow.
season. Go
Fuel star for
do
your
other-
it'll build character.
do other, what you call it, crops and stuff. Mm-hmm. Look, Mr. Miyagi's got on a suit, so he's got the button up underneath it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of buttons.
More like a party suit than a business suit.
Yes. I'm not very well educated on suits, though. In Sims, I put all my Sims in the same suit. It's just like, I don't know what's appropriate for anything, so I'm gonna just set the color to match your personality. There you go. Let's go look something up. Oh, yeah.
The color needs to match your personality.
Yep.
Right. There it goes.
Yep.
I don't like this plank.
Oh, I was gonna go Goodwood.
Lol.
Goodwood.
Rock Around the Clock. A song that plays over the credits on Happy Days.
Nice.
Which Pat Morita was on.
Nice. Never seen.
You never seen any Happy Days?
Not that I can
Happy Days was a really good show.
remember.
Happy Days is the show from which the phrase "jumping the shark" comes.
Nice.
Nice.
Because at one point Fonzie, he jumps over, he makes a jump on his motorcycle,
Uh-huh.
and it's a pretty big deal. But then, in a later season, he does a jump on water skis over a shark. And a lot of people say that's when the show got stupid and wasn't so good anymore. So he jumped the shark.
Nice.
So that's why when something goes so far and as to ruin an episode or to ruin a series
Yeah.
because of the actions they take, that's called jumping the shark.
Nice. This is another cute scene, in my opinion.
It's dancing.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not a good dancer.
50 style.
Yes, it is.
Are you a good dancer?
No, and I took dance class.
Are
Like
you a
year.
good dancer?
Do you like the skirts?
Yes, very much.
I feel like he's
Except-
dodging my question.
I'm
You-
skirting the question.
You pointed out they're kind of doing it in a little bit dressed 50s
They're
style.
not doing it. They're just dancing.
This isn't
Ow.
doing
I'm
dancing.
But kind of 50s style, and I'm very much into the 50s style. I saw how somebody was wearing, I think it was a sweater or something, but it had the black and red kind of pattern. At first I was looking like, are they wearing the same shirt as the other dude? But then I realized it was a sweater. Just with the same
Everything's a
colors.
It's like nowadays, you go on those websites and you can get the same pattern on. You can get it on a t-shirt, you can get it on a tank top, you can get it on a
Yeah.
sweatshirt.
They got it on multiple things.
What if you got like a picture of yourself and then to like put a picture of your chest on your shirt?
Why would you want to do that?
So I looked it up. The year that they would have opened the dealership was 2002.
So what's that got to do with anything?
I forget. This movie takes place in what?
86?
86. How many years is that?
Or maybe not, though, because it came out in 86, but it directly follows the first one, so I guess it's 84.
Okay.
It's 6 months later though.
So
Yeah, but I think
Fest
the tournament.
85.
I joked about it being December 19th, but I think the tournament was in spring.
I thought that.
No, this is
December
summertime
19th
because he's
was,
out of
so-
school.
Yeah.
Would that be 6 months after spring?
This could be.
Maybe the tournament was in December. I'm saying this takes
Yeah.
place in
Yeah.
summer. So it could be 85.
This-
Could
probably
be. What
June.
year does Karate Kid 2 take place?
That's probably like June 95. it
Yeah,
85?
85.
Yeah, maybe the tournament is in the winter because then they come back after this and then they have the next tournament in the next movie, so that would
Yeah.
make sense. See, it was kind of stupid for Dan to just walk around with all that money, though. It's
Yeah.
like you knew the villain was going to come after it.
Yeah.
It's a good thing Miyagi taught him this technique just the day before.
Right. Miyagi knows how
Miyagi's
to.
psychic.
Exactly. He knows how to perfectly.
You see, this is why you carry a knife with you.
Kind of facts.
Just stab him in the dick.
Or punch him. That
Don't
works
punch
too.
him, just stab him in the dick.
Stabbing would leave a
Marilyn
wound.
Monroe fell on that dude's face.
Yeah,
He could
exactly.
possibly face some legal troubles.
But a lot of
without
guys like that
right
Marilyn
evidence.
He was
Monroe.
robbing me,
face.
it's self-defense. He was robbing him, it's self-defense.
I mean, yeah, but if you don't have the right proof and whatnot.
And we don't know what Oklahoma law is like.
True. Sorry, but I'm not looking that up.
Reasonable.
Okinawan self-defense laws. But then again, this is in the 80s. They could have changed. I don't really want to go through the whole history of it.
Yeah. Too much effort.
There's something
Why do I
else.
keep
we
getting
can
my
do.
ass kicked?
I was so cool the last movie.
Whoa.
Now I'm not cool.
So 85 to 2002 would be 17 years?
Yeah.
17 years after this movie, he opens his business. So I'm not sure he went to college for business, unless he really pushed off college.
I don't know.
Well, he could have gone to
doesn't
college
think-
and gotten a business degree, but then he still could have worked his way up to owning his own. It's not like you just, you got a
Well, yeah,
business degree.
no.
I mean, you get your diploma and your business at the same time. I mean, you still have to work toward it.
Yes, one, I'm very well aware. But I'm not sure that 17 years before he owned
Go to
his
college and we'll give
dealership,
you
he
your
was
own
like,
business.
I'm going to run a business one day.
Yeah, but I mean, you might want to work in that industry, learn the ins and outs, and he needs to get the capital to be able to open the business or the equity to get a loan to open the business. So, I mean,
Yeah.
that would make sense. Just because some people fast track, it doesn't mean some people don't take their time.
I know.
Japanese.
I'm just sitting here
Japanese
wondering, has he made the
continues.
decision that he wants
That's
to
the
one day
sequel.
own a business?
There's the movie Japanese, then the sequel Japanese continues. I was reading the captions.
Okay.
It said Japanese, then Japanese continues.
Nice.
A message.
See, Sally
Onion.
looked kind of honorable earlier. Now he's going to let him just trash the village.
He's got a spirit.
I was going to say that this movie is not in what it's happening, in actual lighting. It's kind of dark. Notice a lot of scenes and whatnot, just very low
Well,
lighting.
this is nighttime.
Yes, I understand that. I'm just saying it seems to be a very common thing.
No, the
No.
wolves.
Who will stop this wanton destruction?
Man, this reminds me of Cobra Kai.
We need a hero.
It is very Kokai. Miyagi-related Miyagi-related dojo areas have been
It's
wrecked
Order
too many
66.
times. Oh gosh. Sensei. I hope Sensei was in italics or whatever in the captions.
Maybe he put emphasis on it.
Maybe. It's been a minute since I heard the audio.
So whack him with it. To hit him over the side of the head with the, like
I mean,
the
you
blunt
really
side. Swing it like a baseball bat.
That would be the American thing to do, right?
Yeah. It's like you're not dealing game real permanent damage, and you hang him very
Tearing up
hard.
Not
plants
the plant.
again.
Why the plants?
I don't think that was a real tree. I think it was a plant.
Bro.
This is messed up.
Yeah, it is.
These are very mean people.
Yeah. He's a too.
So what's honorable about trashing this poor village?
Literally nothing.
He's used honor as an excuse.
Catch!
Why?
I like the fact they have an assembly line for their destruction.
Right.
Miyagi said.
Oh, y'all messed with the bull. Here come the horns.
Miyagi's gonna kick your
Should
ass.
not mess with Miyagi.
Look, Mr. Miyagi rocks his shirt without a pocket protector. You know he's badass.
Exactly.
They're like, what? He kicked my dude. You don't kick my dude.
He will destroy you and your entire group.
I'm a back. You hit me in the back, bro. That's mean.
Miyagi does not have
Now I
back
kick you.
problems. You can hit him in the back and he will still come for you. And all your buddies. And he will still win.
Oh, Spear, I'm so scared. No, I'm not.
Literally no fear. He's just like, grow up, please.
Mr. Miyagi has now threatened to kill 2 people in one movie.
You know, it happens.
Actual cow, I just kicked your ass.
To be fair, wasn't that Miyagi's spear? Did he just break his own spear?
I think so.
It was just spear. It's
I
not-
think so.
I think he got that out of the dojo. I don't think.
Yeah.
But then if you brought it with him.
I guess it wasn't that important to me. But he's like, screw it, you've broken everything else.
There's a backup spear.
Right.
You want to break myself? You want to break myself? I'll break it for you.
That's precisely the mood, the vibe, the attitude.
Mood, vibe, attitude. The vibe and mood of the aptitude.
What?
Altitude.
Did you
The
say
vibe and
aptitude?
mood of the aptitude.
Uh-huh.
Yep. The
Aptitude,
of the
okay. I'm not even sure what that's
I
supposed
don't
to
know what I'm
mean.
saying anymore.
Clearly.
I can't English.
Of course you can't.
I can't Japanese either.
What is she doing?
I don't know, dancing or something. But
That-
only with arms.
I was gonna say, that doesn't look like dancing, so.
Dancing with your arms. I can dance with my arms. I can do the little wave thing.
Oh my
See
gosh.
this? I'm doing the little wave thing.
Uh-huh. I'd stay if I could.
It's the only thing I can do.
It's so sad. Look, Miyagi. And that's actually just part of his suit outfit. He just took off the jacket. I just realized that.
Okay.
I was gonna say, look, check out Miyagi and his button up. No, all he did was take off his suit jacket. Oh, cute moment. Is that
Cute.
a bonsai in the background?
Probably.
Probably.
Bonsai.
Bonsai's everywhere.
Bonsai. Yuki.
Ow. Your cat keeps pulling my hair. Just saying.
My cat keeps on doing everything.
Uh-huh. Look, I like that she's in the background.
Yeah.
It would have been funny, just like we're going to shoot the exact thing, but we're not putting her in the background, even though she's supposed to be there.
Imagine
They
two,
go to detail.
imagine two movies that take place simultaneously. We can just see the other movie in the background.
Let's make it. I bet that's happened at some point.
That'd be pretty neat.
She's doing something with race.
Yes. I don't think she's dancing with her arms.
I didn't think she was to begin with. Oh, well, is that a button up? Yeah, I think that is. Another button up.
Everything.
How many button ups has he gone through
Yeah,
in
the
this
flannel
movie?
button.
How long have they been
It's a
here?
flannel button up.
Yeah, it is flannel, I guess. But how long have they been here?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the same shirt he was wearing in that one scene.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, yeah. Just buttoned up this time.
So see, he's finally gone through his whole wardrobe.
Finally. Because I was going to say, how long have they been here? How many shirts did he
claimed
pack
he'd give
for
him
it?
3 days to mourn, and that was a day or so after they got there. So they've been there 5 days-ish at this point.
And how long do they stay here?
I don't know. Have they left yet?
No?
I'm calculating this off of what we've seen. I don't just have it memorized.
Let's try and sit here, like, how many shirts would he have reasonably packed for this trip?
I mean,
7.
if I'm packing, I try to pack at least
One a day?
one for every day,
Pack at least
plus a
7.
spare, plus the one I'm going to wear that as I go.
Uh-huh.
So that's about what I'm going to have on
Nice.
average. I may pack more or less depending on the specific trip or what have you, but
Uh-huh.
They almost kissed. But then a horn honked.
Of course. Always have to interrupt that kiss.
Honk.
Oh. I think they're really messing up the crops now.
yep.
Sure.
Being big old jokes. Or because,
Sure.
oh, you didn't fight me. Boo-hoo.
Facts. They're
And I'm
definitely bad
gonna
guys.
ruin a bunch of people.
But again, wearing a nice shirt. You know, he might technically be the bad guy, but I do like his shirts.
He's a big crybaby.
But I won't lie, I prefer him wearing the shirts. I like his shirt kind of matches his uncle's thing. In the
His
suit.
pocket square.
Yeah. They're not the same exact thing, but similar colors, so they kind of match, you know.
Let me argue, so it's a punch him across the face right there.
Yep. No matter who wins.
Doesn't that come into play a bit in Cobra Kai?
Yeah, I believe so.
The ownership of the village passing from Sato to the village is what I was referring to.
Yes.
In case you're not watching along with us.
Yes.
Or in case you couldn't figure out how to turn your captains on. Hey, is that the guy who had the carrot cart earlier?
Maybe.
It might be.
Nice.
I mean, that's a good
They-
idea to
they-
use
yeah.
actors. Why hire new extras when you can just have old extras?
Old extras. Look, these old extras, they've still got some use in them. Cart them out. Not made of money here.
Oh gosh. I think his tie is off.
It is supposed to.
Gosh, damn it.
You like the suspenders?
Yeah.
My dad went through a suspenders phase.
Nice. Suspenders.
I don't like
nice.
suspenders.
I'm sorry.
Just not into suspense. Just can't handle it.
Yeah, last will and testament. He gets the house back home.
Uh-huh. Doesn't Miyagi have a bunch of cars, though? He's like the house and pickup. What happens to all the other cars?
They die.
I mean, he still has the cars, doesn't he?
I think so.
So, I guess he got all the cars? Whoever did gave them, or didn't want them, or whatever? Then again, I'm not sure how many people are in that will. So.
There goes Miyagi. Off on his grand quest.
Is that flannel red or pink?
I mean, Sato hasn't behaved completely honorably at this point.
Yeah.
How are you gonna trust him?
Is that flannel red or pink? Because right here it looks completely pink.
Probably
in another
red.
shot it looked pink.
Probably
but in
red
another
and
shot
bright
it
light.
looked red.
Probably
red
just
and
like
bright light.
faded red, and it just depends on the light.
Yeah.
I think he likes red and pink shirts though. That's for sure.
Okay, you chilling there. I'm gonna go.
Dan just stabs him in the back. So he's gonna get that piece of glass right there.
I'm pretty sure that glass an icicle. Probably
Why would it be
glass.
ice? It's glass.
Yeah.
It's a
And
broken
why
window.
would
There's a
ice
dripping.
form that way?
There's a dripping, so.
Well, yeah, it was raining or
From
something.
rain or condensation.
Look, I don't. Shut up.
I mean, there's a hurricane coming.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's technically a hurricane.
Look,
in
that piece of glass
might be-
looks way shinier than the rest of the glass.
might be considered a typhoon or
I don't know, something with water.
I don't know enough about storms, especially water-related ones like this.
I'm awesome, Wallet.
Yes, but you knew what I meant.
And that's, well, a sandstorm isn't. Or a snowstorm. Well, a snowstorm is Wallet.
Yeah. You could say that one's water-related, 'cause snow is just water. So,
yeah, it's called a typhoon in Japan,
Okay.
but same storm.
same exact storm, just different names?
Well, I just googled it, and what is called a typhoon in the western North Pacific and Asia, or Japan, is called a hurricane in North and Central America, and a cyclone in other areas of the world. They can be classified in the same meteorological phenomenon in the sense that they all have the same type of structure as a tropical cyclone.
So, these water-related storms aren't complicated, we've just decided to name them 3 different things. Depending
Yes.
on what part of the world. It's not the storms that are complicated, it's us.
I mean, it makes sense. Different places, different names.
Well, look, don't diminish the storms. I mean, it's not like they're just completely lacking depth. They're complicated too. There's layers to a storm.
Storms like onions. They have layers. Storms are like evil villains. They have layers.
I like this. Seeing
Something
her,
is happening here. I don't know what.
seeing her make the green tea
Oh,
matcha
tea?
stuff.
I don't like tea.
I hate the letter T. That's why I don't use my one middle name. Or no, either of your middle names. Or your last. Fuck, you're screwed, man.
Yep.
I'm just Dylan Evans.
I was gonna say first thing
Are you Gaba? He game nigh?
You gave me that.
Gaba
he
game
game
night.
nigh. Gaba he game nigh.
Yeah.
Gaba game night.
Can't stand for any T's.
But I can't understand. It's got tea.
Can't stand any T's. But I don't even like. I can't stand any letter with that shape and the line through it.
You also can't say storm.
Or on top of it, it's
a
capitalized.
sandstorm.
Sandstorm.
Storm of sand.
What was that for? Oh yeah, different places, different names.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Red.
I mean, yeah, see, I can understand for languages and stuff.
Yeah.
But typhoon, hurricane, cyclone, that's all English, is it not?
Mm-hmm.
Literally, in English, we are referring to them as three different
Well, no,
things.
we refer to them as hurricanes.
Yeah.
In Japan, they refer to them as typhoons.
Yeah.
They probably just use the Japanese word for typhoon,
I was just saying that because,
which
like,
translates to hurricane in English.
if let's call it, if there was on Twitter or something news about one of these storms, it would refer to it as a typhoon or as a cyclone. They wouldn't say a hurricane hits Japan or whatever. They're like, it's this part of the world. Calling it a typhoon.
Maybe we, being people from the U.S., do use the term typhoon to describe it.
Yeah.
Oh,
In Japan, they just call it big storm.
Big storm.
Yeah, okay. I guess that is our English designations for these different types of storms, depending
Big
on
storm.
their region.
Yeah. I just want to
See,
say
big storm, like that.
this storm seems to have really picked up / come pretty quickly. Like
I mean, it was
I
raining.
don't know. I just feel like
See,
they
the
would have been a
pictures-
little more prepared. Like now here's the storm. We've got the kid ringing the bell.
They
Everybody's
do seem prepared. They've
well,
got
yeah. It's
a
just like
system in place,
oh, well.
Why that
I
kid
guess they
ringing the
rate.
bell?
and that little girl right
Until
there is
it's
going to grow
actually
up to run.
properly.
That little girl ringing the bell is going to grow up to run an auto empire one day.
Yeah.
Why that kid ringing the bell?
I mean that's a very good question in my opinion.
The ladder's kind of rickety. You need somebody light to get up there.
I guess the elders couldn't quite get up there. They had to send somebody a bit younger.
So the things between elder and kid.
I know.
Maybe just whoever
but-
gets there first, and she happened to be nearby.
True. That could be the thing. Like whoever's by this bell, you ring it when the storm is happening.
You don't just go from like 10 to 50.
I don't know. Is this Sims? Just skip that big jump.
The thunder rolls and the lightning strikes.
But I guess they rate
Another typhoon
almost as much
comes
as they can,
to toll me tonight.
just so that they're not packed in for too long, longer than they really need to be. I just find it interesting because it's like it's raining and then there's a storm and everybody's running to get there, to the point that some people get trapped out in the stuck out in the storm, and it's like, what? It's like, y'all could have left sooner. That's my only
It's
thing.
very windy and wet.
So you're just blaming the victims.
Oh, there
No.
goes that place.
I just find it interesting.
Hope
It's
no one
strange that
was in there.
Sato didn't leave earlier. Now I would question why he didn't get up and leave the building quicker.
Yes.
Too much
The bathroom. Sorry. Damn, can a man shit?
Almost died because he
The didn't know the storm was happening.
wait too lost in thought.
Like reading the
I
newspaper.
mean, the walls aren't that thick. Obviously.
Just assumes he's dead and leaves. Doesn't even
Did
try.
you say dead in leaves?
no?
Oh, he
and
assumes that he's dead and
Yeah.
he just assumes he's dead in the leaves.
It's nice how the wind
Fucking leaves, man.
uncovered
Of course
him.
he's dead.
It's nice how the wind uncovered him.
Like the wind was like, he's not dead. Come help him. He's like, it's not his time. Come help him.
Look, I think they have it. He could probably slide out.
He's too weak to
He's
slide
just
out.
putting on now.
Possibly.
He's too weak. He's got a wooden.
They just really had to
I love
give
him.
me
Look, Sato, he's like,
shit.
oh, you're gonna chop me. Yeah, that's clearly. He just tried to lift the log off you. Now what? He's gonna kill you to put you out of your misery.
Yeah, they were like, okay, we can't move it. Would you like to just be put out of your misery now?
That was a nice chop.
I bet it didn't feel that good for Sato though.
Probably not.
I mean, it saved his life.
Oh no, I'm not
Yeah,
saying he
but
doesn't appreciate it. I'm just saying the
physically.
feel of it. It's like you wear a bulletproof vest and get shot. It's probably gonna save your life. Doesn't mean it feels good to
Exactly.
get
I don't
shot
know.
still.
Well, bulletproof vest. I'll go get a gun.
I would not
No.
trust your aim.
I mean, big facts. And of course, have to go save that girl because she got stuck up there because she had to ring the bell.
I think this is part of why I like this movie more. It feels like there's more at stake in this one than in the first one.
Definitely.
Yeah, you got
Not to say that important things don't happen in the first one, but it just
Yeah, the
feels like-
first one is just
The
kind
stakes are
of
highest in this movie.
a couple teenagers and bullying and stuff.
And the third one is a couple adults and bullying.
I mean, yeah. With a big storm. It really is adults and bullying, though. But still with the kids. The kids are teenagers. They're still teenagers. Even if he is technically an adult.
Oh, now who's the coward?
Uh-huh. Assumed he was dead. He was going to be dead because of your foolishness.
Man, that's a broken half very easily.
Yeah. Very much.
The whole entire may fall, but
It's
you'll
like,
probably be fine.
What was...
What you gonna do? I'll just slap the
Exactly.
sparks away.
Exactly. Oh, he's... Okay, he was trying to move the wire so it wasn't against the bell.
Why did you try and move with his hand at first?
Well, he just he
Yeah.
started to. It's a reaction, and then he's like, he realized, no, I
Exactly.
can't do that.
He's like, oh, no, that would
Let's
be
see how you
dumb.
act in high pressure situations. I mean, come on, you're gonna completely. I mean, you don't
I'm
think
too
clearly
much
when
of
your
a coward
game
to be in
messes
this
up. Come on.
situation.
I wouldn't be in this exact situation, I'm pretty sure. But I have reacted in seemingly dumb ways just out of habit. It's like, oh no, that's dumb.
Dumb ways to die.
Yep.
Dumb ways to react. So many dumb ways to react.
And they're going to help.
Let me go help.
Well, somebody better go. Don't just leave him out there. Fine, if you're gonna do it, go.
Hello, get out of the mud. You'll get all messy.
Miyagi's...
Not really sure why Daniel was having that much trouble, though.
It looks quite muddy.
I suppose.
I mean, most
I
of that
still
was
haven't
dirt,
washed it
and now
off.
it's soaked in rain.
I just went and wash some of the mud off.
Some, not all. Aw, the little girl.
Now to you. I am dead. It feels like there's an echo in here.
No, his neck is gonna go burn out in the storm.
I'm a little crybaby.
Talk about stupid ways to react.
Japanese. Japanese.
Like, yeah, let me run out into this big storm that's clearly dangerous. And that we were sheltering from. Like,
Chicken.
who cares if I die?
But chicken.
Chicken. I like
Chicken.
chickens.
Everybody likes chicken.
Exactly. I guess there's probably some people. Actually, I think I had a friend who was scared of chickens.
Why would you be scared of chickens?
And after the events
They
of the
can
night
be
before,
mean.
Sato's made the full turn. Sato's good guy again.
Is it because if you cut off the heads, they'll still keep on walking?
God. They will also peck the shit out of you.
But they taste
Unless they
delicious.
run from you. Every chicken I've ever seen
They
has
taste
run from me.
delicious.
But are you eating the live thing running around?
I mean, once I kill it
Exactly. You have to be able to do that first.
and cook it.
And what if it attacks you first?
What if you kill it with a flamethrower? Then can you eat it?
I don't wish to continue discussing ways to kill a chicken.
Just directly. If I flamethrower the chicken, can I just bite into it?
No, because the feathers
I mean, yeah.
and the
feather.
skin. Plus, you got to get it to
Wait,
a
I mean,
certain temperature, and
You
it wouldn't
serve
be
chicken with
seasoned.
skin on it.
True.
You
But
don't
also
have to,
bones.
but you can. You eat chicken on the bone too.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to make sure you avoid all that.
Okay.
What happened to the feathers? Have they all
spit them out.
burned off?
I'll split the feathers out.
I'm not exactly sure what y'all were talking about. I was watching.
He was
the movie, but
asking if he used a flamethrower to kill a chicken, could he then bite into it?
I feel like you would either undercook it or overcook it, probably.
Facts. Or like the outside would be really burnt and the inside not cooked all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something would definitely be
All
wrong.
I know is you can cook a chicken by slapping it. You have to slap it a lot, but...
More nice lighting coming through the clouds.
Oh, that's not funny.
Yeah, there's
Still
some
feels like a
lighting.
painting.
Probably
2
is.
music notes.
At
Man,
least
there's some
to
sick
start with.
music.
Maybe not though. I don't know.
Man, Japanese.
Japanese.
Really said that.
Man continues.
Oh my gosh. Captions can be great.
Yes. Especially for deaf people.
Well, yeah, I meant just, I don't know.
And I feel like when I was a kid too, this Daniel look with the red robe top he's got on, that was sort of the iconic Daniel look to me.
I like the fact that it's red, but has the
bonsai logo.
Bonsai.
Bonsai.
Simply because the Cobra Kai jackets are red with the Cobra Kai logos.
He's drinking something.
Uh-huh.
Who knows what? Could be poison, who knows?
It's the blood of his enemies.
That guy's
Probably.
playing 2 drums.
Yeah.
He's the precursor to 2 Chainz. 2 drums.
Lol.
The Okinawan musical sensation, 2 drums.
Well, moment to recall.
Okay.
Was that the one he saved from?
Yeah.
Yeah. And who will eventually save him in Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
Save his business at least.
Yeah.
Everything returns to Cobra Kai.
Facts.
Cobra Kai is so cool.
I mean, you can turn around and say, well, that's a little too coincidental. But I mean, it's not impossible either.
Very
People
true.
go on through their lives, you make connections, and people go on to do things, and it's not unrealistic.
Very true. It is interesting that they both went into the
Hey, I
car
think that was the
business.
carrot guy again.
Yeah.
I will say it is interesting that they both went into the car business.
Carrot guy number 1 extra.
Yeah, more so than that one dude from that other thing.
Her robe sort of reminds me of the Great Wave off Kanagawa.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I like
It's
that.
similar water.
Fan.
It may not be that particular image, but see.
Look at this
Yeah,
fan.
I see that.
I mean, that's a common way to do water, especially in Japanese art and like Japanese style tattoos.
This is a flipped fan.
I like Japanese art.
Look, I think that is the Great Wave, though.
On that sleeve, it's definitely very
I was thinking
similar.
about the one down on the bottom.
It's definitely
Yeah,
a.
I think it's the same one on each piece.
I wrote a series of papers on that for my art class in college.
Nice.
Look at this fan.
This is the cover for a book I had to read.
Watch out! Is anyone gonna say something?
On the lantern.
I finally said something.
Yeah, he screams once he really realizes.
Bit too late though.
Yeah, sometimes things just take a
Butterfly
minute
knife.
to click. Nice.
It'd be funny if he
Classic
accidentally
80s
cut himself
weaponry.
with that. Trying to open it, he's accidentally cut himself. Ah, I dropped my knife.
This is. Yeah. Talk about dumb ways to react.
Dumb, yeah.
We'll just go through like every movie, point out all the dumb ways the characters have reacted to things.
Time for the epic fight.
Yep.
The only
What this
fight.
entire movie has been building up to.
I think
Yes.
who's the Mortal Kombat character who has the fans for weapons? Is it Katana?
Might
Yes.
Whatever Mortal
I think
Kombat.
so.
I think the designers of that were inspired by this movie. Cause see, if her fan was bladed, she could have just taken him out.
Facts.
Look,
Hey, you see those statues on the midsection
Yeah.
there?
Yes.
Oh, I'm talking to Dylan Manley. Those are foo dogs.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, I thought we were talking about foo dogs the other day. And you didn't
Y'all
know what they
were.
were.
I remember this.
Yeah, like.
We were playing a game or something, and it came up.
And now you're all like, just yes.
But there are more common
I like
characters I really know are Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and Raiden,
Yeah.
Tis the Lanterns.
and
again.
Reptile, and Nuke
Probably missed
Sabat,
a few up there.
and
Probably missed a lot more up there.
I mean, it's not that far, cause I think somebody could jump.
Probably.
Now we fight to death. But first, let me put my knife up.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, literally throw
I'll
it to
put
the
it-
side.
it wouldn't be much of a fight if he got a knife and Daniel didn't.
True.
I had the action figure of him too in that outfit, the yellow and the black.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Again.
don't fall in the water.
Again, all these action figures and stuff,
Yeah.
yet they're not the ones you kept.
Welcome to Daniel.
I didn't
Gets
intentionally
Saved.
keep any or not
By
keep
third
any.
party
I mean,
intervention.
just some got lost or given away or broken throughout the years.
Oof. Right into the statue.
Come on,
Oof,
Miyagi, where's the
that's-
drum?
Tries to do the crane kick.
It's not going to work this time, Daniel.
Yeah.
Gosh dang, Mr. Miyagi,
With their
you said if
psychic
done correctly,
abilities.
no defense.
If done correctly. He took a bit of time to set it up.
Look, he was just saying that to make Daniel feel better.
Yikes.
He figured Johnny wouldn't be able to block it, but
That was a long jump.
Yeah.
At least
yeah,
it
it
felt-
looked like he was in the air a little bit longer than needed to be. Unless
Yeah.
he was on the other side of Daniel.
Gosh dang it.
I tried to catch it. Just had to give some sound effects.
Hey, no kosher from the sideline. Come on.
Yikes.
Oh, Daniel gets his ass kicked.
Yeah. That's very much a lot of this fight.
Oh, his comeback.
Mm-hmm.
Punch,
I mean, Dan
punch.
doesn't just get completely punked out. He does hold his own for the most part.
Yeah.
Damn, that food dog didn't, though. It's just cracked in half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there, I feel like Daniel could have moved or tried to block it.
And here comes the
Oh, and I've been playing my drum.
Gotta talk to the drum.
This is my
he
song
had
for the
tucked
death
in
of Daniel.
to his clothes.
You gotta use the drum. Huh? Is that a drum? I love drums.
All of them are doing
Use the
drums.
drum.
Lol.
Never mind, I hate drums.
That's how Luke really got good. Was
Oh,
Luke
drums.
trained by
I
Miyagi
love
at any
drums.
point?
No.
Okay, only Yoda.
That was a long time ago.
Look, they can travel.
Look, Mr.
And
Miyagi is
Obi-Wan gets some credit.
True. Obi-Wan did. Even if he was only there for one movie. Part of one movie.
Okay, I talked to the drum. I understand now.
I just gotta do the punch out stat. Alternating punches.
Just be the drum. Nice.
Bah.
It's really weird to watch this without sound. Like, I don't know, I'm just watching it.
They're working
It's
punches.
like,
Live or die,
He's not
man.
slapping the thigh.
it won't.
That's why we
honk.
needed that scene to start the movie.
Yeah.
Although I maintain if it had been at the end of the last movie, we wouldn't have needed to show it again.
Yeah.
I maybe still
I don't
show
wanna
it
kiss you,
again
Dan, you're
just
all
for-
bloody.
So,
Very bloody.
it showed, man, at the end of the last movie.
Oof.
It totally. I'm telling you, for years, I've thought it ended the last movie.
Yeah.
And then it was just reshown at the beginning of this.
Proud Miyagi.
When we rewatched Karate Kid earlier this year, I was shocked that it wasn't. I was like, I thought that scene was at the end of the movie. What? Really? Did we get a weird copy? And then abrupt ending again.
Yeah. That's Karate Kid for you.
But it's not the end because there's another one. And Cobra Kai.
Yes.
Yes.
Not.
It's the end of this movie, but not the end of
Who will
the story.
fight for you?
Returning as the Cobras.
Another classic 80s theme song.
Nice.
Alright, so that was Karate Kid Part 2. My favorite of the Karate Kid movies.
Nice. I still haven't picked a favorite. I just like them.
I think
Released
I liked the first one the most.
in theaters 35 years ago today, the day this podcast drops, June 20th.
See, I'd be tempted to agree with you just because it's the only one proper with Johnny.
Yeah.
But this one is really good, and I like them going to Okinawa and everything. And I like the characters.
I don't
Right.
know how they forget everything every movie.
Well, next week we're gonna get off our 80s kick and we're gonna actually jump up into the 2000s, to the year that you were born.
Yay!
So make sure that you come back next week when the conversation will continue. But until then, I am will continue to be Maddie,
Lexi.
Dylan.
and this is LexiCon concluded.
Bye.